Welcome to the Megazone, everybody. Today I'm going to do an unboxing for the 8BitDo Pro 2 Bluetooth Gamepad. It's a nice little box. Got some heft to it. What does it do? Well, it works with the Switch. All right, it works for your Mac, Windows, Steam, Android, and your Raspberry Pi. But I'm also here it works for this Polymega too, so we're just gonna unbox this and we're gonna give it just a test and see if that is true too. So let's get to this. All right, so this little sleeve here just slides right off. Put you to the side. I'll put you down here. All right. Now we got this nice little gray box here. So let's slide this magnificent controller open. Look at that. It's nice. Nice packaging. I'm not affiliated with 8BitDo or anybody like that. Just got the controller because I wanted to use it in the Polymega. I heard it was a thing and thought, you know, why not? An extra controller will not hurt. So, alright, this is how it still looks. Let's see. Let's take this little sticker off here. Alright. Alright, so inside here we got the controller. Okay, we'll put him down for now. We got our instructions. Thick instructions. And we've got a cable. And this is let's slide that off here. USB and Type-C, if it wanted to focus. Let's see. Focus. Well, you can see it. It wants to look at me. So, Type-C. And I believe that's it. I will check anyways. No. This is like glued in there. That's not coming loose. So, that is all we get. So, we'll go ahead and we'll just put all this back in here for right now. And we'll see if some rumors are true. Now, of course, because I am using this on a device that does not have Bluetooth naturally and normally, I will have to use this cable. So, let's go ahead and do that now. Now, I was also told to put this into, see there's down here, don't know if you're going to be able to see it, there are some words there, so see if we can focus. No, it is a bit hard to read. Actually, it's a little hard for me to read, so I will read it to you. There is S, A, D, and X on the back. So for the Polymega specifically, I have been told through the community to just put that straight on X. Now we got some back triggers back here. We got some triggers here, L and R's, and got some nice control sticks here. Nice D-pad. These buttons all feel good. We got a star and some other button here, and I don't know what this is either. Let's see. And what looks like a start and select. Does it feel good? Yeah, I mean, it feels good in my hand. The triggers feel really soft, a little mushy, but in a smooth way. I'm not sure if that's a good description, but all right, let's go ahead and plug this thing in. Let's see what happens. All right, it's plugged in. Well, we've got lights. That's a positive here. And let's hold right in the D-pad. It comes up as a Polymega universal wireless controller. So already, I guess that's a good start. I mean, if I'm looking to replace the actual Polymega controller for this, it could work. I mean, it's shaped like what Nintendo's Wii. That's right, the Wii Classic controller or Classic Pro controller from back in the Wii days. Interesting. So let's go ahead and see. So let's hit B. So let's go ahead and see how well this works out. Let's pick something here. Let's turn the music up a little bit. What can I do here? How about F-Zero? No, let's do some Donkey Kong Country. That sounds good. I've been playing this a little bit, so we'll give it a go. No way to skip this stuff. Thanks, Nintendo. Alright. So far, so good. Alright, so yeah, control sticks don't work as they shouldn't. It's not built for that. So let's take this top one here. One player. Alright. Feels really good. Look at that. Alright. Well, we'll take a moment out, you know. There's no bananas in there. What do you know, for those of you who are big retro fans? Poor Kong. Alright. So let's see, this is a test here, how well this plays. Alright, I'm more of a Diddy Kong fan, so let's get that going. I mean, it feels good. Very nice controller. You know, I have held off from getting this controller for a few months, and not because I didn't want one, but mainly because, you know, I just wasn't sure if I really wanted to get one. I was very used to some other controllers and whatnot, and I thought, well, what do I need this for? But then I kind of thought, well, you know, I can use an extra one that goes with, like, the Polymega controller. You know, if I want to, like, let a kid play or something, I can use this one. Easily replaceable. It's not very expensive. It was a $50 controller. Nothing too bad. But yeah, you can tell, like, this feels alright. I mean, yeah, I'm getting hit, but only because I'm talking to you guys and looking back, you know? I mean, I'm doing everything I really need to be doing in this game, and the control is very responsive. How about we go through one more and we'll give it another test? Actually, you know what? No. Alright, so let's see here. So look at that. I hit this button right here. For those of you who do happen to have a Polymega, it brought up the guide, no problem. So that's no different than hitting this guide button here, the Polymega button. It would take you straight to this as well. So, alright, so let's go ahead and we'll exit this game. Let's go try something else, like maybe, we'll play a couple seconds of F-Zero, just so you can see for how quick things move around and how nice it is. I'm just gonna pick good old Falcon here. I mean, yeah, it feels really good. Everything's working quite well. No complaints. As intended. This controller feels very good. I don't know why I waited so long. I probably should have got this a long time ago just for the Switch alone. So for those of you, I think, who, I mean, I know I would rather, of course, have the Super Nintendo controller on the Switch that you can buy from Nintendo, but let me tell you, you know what? This is no different. It feels like the same thing. And in reality, you get all this nice grip here, and it feels really good. Really, really good. So, alright, so this works. Let's try something, let's go back out. What else can we try? Saturn, Neo Geo. You know what? Let's go pick a PlayStation game. What can I do that might have a bit more buttons to use here? Also trying to pick out something that doesn't have a crazy intro. Actually, you know, I don't know why it's a go-to for testing out stuff, but we'll go with Twisted Metal 2. You can use every button in this controller. So let's give that a go instead. Alright, skip the intro, we don't need to see that. Most people know what Twisted Metal is these days, and if you don't, you're missing out. Alright, so I'm used to Deadly Force on this, so here, let's skip this over just a hair. Here we go. Alright. And just so we can really get more of a test in, I'm more of a, for those of you who care, I'm more of a Spectre guy, but do love Warthog. I think he's a good choice for this test, and he'll last longer while we're doing that chit-chat about this controller and testing it out. Outlawed 2 is also another good choice for me, so, well, like I said, we're going to go with Warthog. Alright. So we got somebody up ahead. Looks like Twister. I missed like an idiot. Oh yeah, this feels good. Yeah, very responsive. It works. Of course, the one thing I was not thinking about for this game specifically was for the back two triggers. And again, I want to be able to test this for you guys, so let's go ahead and back out. Let's find something that'll work these back two triggers. I know Warhawk is a thing, but let's see, what else do I have PlayStation-wise that might use these triggers? You know what? I guess yeah, we'll go with Warhawk. Alright, well, something's up with that one. So, you know what? Too extreme. Let's try that. We're going to give this a real test. We're going to go through everything here. Going down the line doesn't hurt. Well, apparently when I loaded this game into my Polymega, it's got some issues. So, same thing with Warhawk. I'll have to reload them. I'll give this another quick go. Of course, I do understand that these games do have longer load times. Oh, there we go. Oh, or maybe not. I already saw the screen, so that might have been what I skipped last time. Oh, it looks like it's stalled in the same spot. This was a game that I loaded in that it's iffy. So, alright, well, let's find something else. Something that will use all these buttons. Let's see. Critical depth could do it. I feel like Castlevania won't use triggers. I don't remember the triggers ever being used in that game. Let's see. X4? I will give it a go. I don't think I use those in X4 at all, but see what happens. Actually, we can find out right here in the options. Button configuration. Okay, so R2 is a Giga attack. R1. Those are weapon selects. So actually what we'll do here then, just so that we can test these triggers, we'll swap them out. But you can see it's already working. So nothing really wrong there. So yeah, everything in this controller seems to work. But you know what? We're going to work this controller hard. Let's see what Mega Man X4 can throw at me. Of course, I'm an X guy, hence the name Mega, hence the show Mega Zone. I like Zero, don't get me wrong. He's also my man, but we're going with X. And like I said, we're going to test this controller out. This is a good way to test it. Good old button mashing. We'll skip that. Alright, let's get through all this junk. Let's get to that intro stage. Let's go. Alright. So we don't have any other weapons yet for that to be tested, but yeah, everything here seems to work quite well. Of course, you know, I'm just here to test the controller at this point. I'm not really going through to try and win here. And I am holding this controller quite awkwardly. But yeah, there you go. Works quite well. So there you go. I highly recommend this controller if you have a Switch. Highly recommend. What else did it say it was for again? What it works for? Let's see here. It says for the Switch, for your Mac OS, for Steam, Windows, your Android phone, or your Raspberry Pi. Again, it has built-in Bluetooth. So, and it's rechargeable battery pack inside. So, yeah, highly recommend this. Highly recommend getting this. Amazing feeling controller. Like I said, let me see here. Put this right here. I'll go through it one more time. It feels good in your hand. Feels like it belongs. You're not cramped. The triggers and everything feel great. The D-pad's good. Everything here feels as it should. Very premium feeling controller as well, I might add. Of course, I'll have to figure out these two. Well, you know what? That's what we're here for, right? What were these two buttons for in the back? Because those are not original on, like, if it's a Super Nintendo controller or PlayStation. So let's see what those two are meant to be while we're at it. Alright, so what are those two buttons for? So they're called P1 and P2, as per what it says here. Alright, so let's see what those are. If we find them, of course. It might just be. Of course, maybe you can just move buttons around and move it to those. I mean, if you're playing anything on like PC, you know you can use any button you really want. But I'm opening up this thing here, and let me tell you, this is just your English here. So, turbo functions. So it's got a turbo button. That's what the star is for. The star is right here. Battery indications. Low battery, it was red, so yes. That's what that is there. And let's see. No, unfortunately, unless it's back here, which I don't see. This is your only instructions right here for us English-speaking folk. So I unfortunately, I am skimming for video purposes. I don't see anything about those buttons. I would just assume that those are buttons that maybe you can functionally change things to. Yeah. Yeah. There's really nothing here. Select, start, pair, yeah. Well, that might just be specifically for extra buttons, or maybe with some ways you can move like your triggers from here to back here if that's something you like. So, regardless, it doesn't hurt having a pair of extra buttons. So, anyways, it'd be nice if it talked about those two buttons. My only spoof on that manual, which now I have to downsize and either put it back in that little box or just throw it away, which, well, pick. Anyways, this is the 8BitDo unboxing, and I guess a little bit of a review. You all take care. See you next time. Bye, everybody.